26th day in the month of August 2024. I would like to go on with the show. However, I walked into the studio and I listened attentively to the lyrics of the song Ifechukwu Moile played after the major news bulletin. You see, throughout last week, and I think the upper week, he had been trying. I mean, his song selections have been somewhat motivational, somewhat encouraging, and I was like, oh my God, thank God. I mean, we've moved past this phase of him thinking about this girl that will not let him maintain steeze and composure, this girl that is breaking his heart every now and then, this girl that he has to always dedicate a song to after his show. It's finally over, and he's moved on. He's embracing life, he's embracing other things, and love will come when love will come. And I come here, and I'm disappointed yet again. What's going on? What's with this back and forth? What's with this roller coaster? What's with this girl? Why is she doing this to my guy? Anyway, you just listened to Happier by Ed Sheeran. I'm going to read all the lyrics in case you know yet, that time. Walking down 29th and Park, I saw you in another's arms. Only a month we've been apart. Hey! She did not even wait. Let me tell you something. In case you don't know, some of these musicians, they used to pass their message via songs. And some people that have noticed that about artists, musicians, songwriters, they embrace those songs because it kind of tells their story. So who knows if this is Ifechukwu Moile's story? You look happier. Saw you walk into a bar. He said something to make you laugh. I saw that both your smiles were twice as wide as ours. Try. Yeah, you look happier, you do. Ain't nobody hurt you like I hurt you, but ain't nobody love you like I do. Promise that I will not take it personal, baby, if you're moving on with someone new. Cause baby, you look happier, you do. My friends told me one day I'll feel it too, and until then, I'll smile to hide the truth, but I know I was happier with you. Che, Ifechukwu Moile, sorry. You hurt her. That is what you're trying to tell. You hurt her. And she has moved on and she looks happier. So please, I beg of you, let her be. Every man who is, not only men in short, to every man, to every woman who walks into their ex, walk around their ex, walk between their ex, run into their ex, pass into their ex, and they find out that they're with someone else and they look happier. Please, jejely just wish them well. Don't remind them. Just look at them. Let them not see you. Just pass. Wish them well. Don't worry. You'll find your own happiness and everybody will be happy at the end of the day. Yo, what's up? How you doing? How's your mind? How's your body? And how is your soul? How you doing? How was your weekend? I mean, last time, I was with you on Saturday, but last time I was with you on the sunny side was on Friday. And we ended on a good note, really. So I expect that coming back together on Monday, there will be a lot, to share what had transpired between the last time we shared this space together and now. The only thing is that opportunity and time and chance will not let us delve into that, to have you share with me. But I want to believe you're good and I'm good and we all are good and we are pushing. On the menu today, we have something that a lot of people have passed through in time past. Some persons are going through it. Some persons are in it. Some persons are coming from it. Debt burden. Yes. DEBT, debt. You are owing that burden that you're saddled with, knowing fully well that your creditor is on your neck to pay. So it's either you took goods worth XYZ millions of naira, you're expected to make sales, and you're unable to. And you're not going to be, fulfilling your part of the bargain of remitting what is owed maybe by the end of the month or by, a stipulated time frame. You're saddled with that. Or you borrowed money, you took a loan to do business, or you took a loan to fix an issue, whatever it is. But guess what? Now it's time to pay. and you are not able to. While most of us would admit to struggling with debt at one time or another, very few, unless forced to by a major financial crisis, and often not even then would admit to being actually addicted to debt in one way or the other. A story about a policeman who was rescued from attempting suicide because he owed 1.2 million naira to his creditor will serve as the foundation for this conversation. Now head on to X at Nigeria Info PH and Facebook page Nigeria Info 92.3 PH and be a part of the conversation. Stay tuned.
The show continues.
Talk 92.3 Nigeria Info FM. So let's begin with a story that I said will serve as a foundation for our conversation today. Where do I begin? All right. The Anambra State Police Command said it rescued a 27-year-old man identified as Alozie John from attempted suicide in Umanachi community, Danufokia local government area of the state. The young man, a livestock dealer who hails from Isielu local government area of Ebonyi State, was said to have attempted suicide over the indebtedness of 1.2 million naira to his supplier of livestock products. So it's not like he collected money. No, he didn't. He collected products. In this case, livestock. In a statement on Saturday, the Anambra State Police spokesman, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, said security operatives rescued the man on Friday after his WhatsApp conversation was intercepted. Ikenga said on 23rd of this month, Anambra police rescued a man who attempted to take his own life. He was debriefed, rendered medical assistance, and kept in safe custody for monitoring. The young man, who was later identified as Alozie 27, his message was intercepted when he engaged the command on a chat that he drank a poisonous substance, hoping for death because of his indebtedness of 1,200,000 naira to his supplier of livestock products. He further confessed that he deals with selling live chicken, and after he took the harmful chemical, did not feel otherwise. Meanwhile, his mother was contacted, and she's currently assisting the police with evaluation, references, and transfer to a better facility for proper and other necessary care of the boy. Now, this is not the first time it's in the news that someone either attempted suicide or indeed committed suicide due to some form of debt. I think the other time, in one of the states of the Federation, it was an elderly woman who took her life because she was owing somebody. She couldn't come up with the money. She didn't think of any other means to pay the debt. And this is what she thought. I'm thinking this is what she thought. Let me just go, right? If I go, I wouldn't have to deal with this debt. Nobody comes to know me. Nobody comes to say, Madam, never pay my country. One organization or one individual is difficulty in repayment that makes it a how best can individuals and businesses go about handling their debt burden? Think about it. If anyone who is indebted to someone 50,000, 100,000, 20,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 billion, and the list goes on and on, decides to take their life, I mean, that does not solve the problem, because I'm thinking that wherever the creditor is will come for somebody. In some cases, if it is money, you may have used a guarantor or something, they'll come for the guarantor. So you have escaped the problem, but you've only transferred the problem to someone else. Other times they come for your family member. If you have a wife, if you have a husband, if you have children, your father was owing me so money, your brother was owing me so money, and this person that you signed for as surety collected goods, this is it, he has not paid, now the person is dead, I don't know who will pay the money. So you only transferred the burden to some other person. The burden did not go away. The debt did not go away. It's not written off. And then, how do we determine when a debt is being owed deliberately or the debtor does not have the means to pay? There are some people that are addicted to not paying debts. I mean, borrowing and owing is their forte. They don't want to pay. And so when they come to you and they tell you sad tales and you want to help, they know within themselves that I will not pay this thing back. As soon as you give me, see this innocence, see this humility, is all gone. I will become lioness, tiger, tigress, or whatever the case may be. So how can you differentiate? So that maybe at the point of giving the credit, you know, you can now determine that if this person pays back, it's fine. If this person cannot or will not pay back, well, let's just call it a bad debt. If you're not able to determine that before giving, how about at the point where the person defaults? Can you make that deduction? Can you make that conclusion as to whether or not They are deliberately refusing to pay, lessening the burden for them. Now, question number 3. I am wondering why someone will go to the extent of killing himself for owing livestock worth of 1.2 million naira. Yes, 1.2 million naira is a lot of money for some people. For some other person, it may not be so much. But the fact that the person would rather choose to escape that burden by leaving this world begs the question, how lenient are creditors towards debtors in these current times? Like, this person is owing you quite all right, yes, but do you show mercy? Are you aggressive about it? Or do you look like someone who doesn't care? Or whatever you want to do, I beg, just bring my money gently and wildly. Are they bringing the police? Are they getting the police involved? Are they getting is it SARS or whatever? Are they getting a local vigilante group involved? Are they getting Agbero people involved? Are they holding on to something valuable to you until you are able to pay? So there's leniency. When I talk about leniency, it reminds me of the story in the Bible. Remember that debtor who was owing a very big man? Can't remember if it was a king. And, he couldn't pay. And this man forgave him his debt and said, okay, since you have not been able to pay all these while, I let you go. I set you free. You are hereby relieved. You don't have to bother paying again. And he said, thank you, after begging for mercy and all of that. And then he now remembers that there are people that are owing him. And he goes to those people. And he said, yo, you must pay me. Remember, they just forgave him the one he's owing, which is even bigger than what this other person is owing. But he was unable to. Why? So yeah, that thing in the Bible, it happens in real life. So let's talk. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. Once again, 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416. Again, 0809 030 6416. I have Stanley from Meberi. Omoma, how are you doing, Stanley?
Good afternoon to you, Denise.
It's Denise. Good afternoon to you and welcome.
Well, thank you so much. My name is. How the business can handle the debt burden.
Yes.
So the truth is that there is no any business that will not have a debt. So, but for me, I think one way for us to manage it is by checking the records of our customers. What I mean by that is that if someone wants to buy something from my hand, credit, I would check if that person is always somebody that if he buys something, he will not pay that place. I will try to investigations about the person. And another thing is that I will minimize the way I sell something on credit to people. Not everybody that will buy me credit. So I think with that way, we can minimize the debt in the business.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Victor from Rumukrushi, welcome. Go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Victor.
And this thing you are saying, it happened to me. One day, I'm a trailer driving. So what I was going to police before Andre. I settled with the paper. I was going to take after I give myself money.
I don't think he's talking about what we are talking about. Muriel from Okrika. Welcome, Muriel.
Yeah, Denise, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Muriel. How are you doing today?
Fine.
All right, Muriel, talk to me.
For me, I because I know that the tune with which they used to call, just as you explained, it's not the same tune you will use. Before you collect it, you sweat. Me, I don't give out. I try once or twice. I try. I'll just give out something. If someone come, I'll give you something maybe a little bit far from what you demanded. If you say 10 naira, maybe I can give you 2 naira. Say, this is what I have managed. I know I've done it. I know I've done it because I know that on the phone, on the face, I know they tell who go quarrel with you because I know that money, you see this money issue, it brings problem everywhere between siblings, between friends. You people have been friends for a long time, but immediately money is involved, it becomes an issue. There was once I kept money for my rent, my shop rent, and someone came and you look with all this, and I didn't give her almost a.
Why is the network disconnecting our callers? Network, please be nice to us. Michael from Momoko, sorry, network. Zion from Jerry, how are you doing today?
Yeah, good afternoon to you, this square.
Good afternoon to you, Zion. Talk to me.
Our economy is catch an product to you, which is quite difficult way to run a nation's economy. Now, on this debt, you as the person doing the business, the borrower is already here. What do? You consider this person. Where does he work? What is his attitude towards money? If you know you can define those terms, you can go ahead and do business with the person. Like this square. This square for my business center say I need a good water about 2 million. You're gonna give her.
I go shock you. I go run. I go just jackpot like this.
With Nigeria info data.
I go jackpot. They will tell you they don't know me.
With that what do they there? If this thing is our self-recognition. You already know that this person is diligent. He or she have a source of income. They may not give you all the money one time, but you know that they will not owe you. But we also have some set of people. The money is in their hands, but they will not release it. They are so stingy and wicked. They will hold your money, tight your money. To release your money is even the problem. You also check out for the character of that person. Does this person, is it benevolent in nature? Are they easily letting go? Because most people have done businesses with big men, in quotes now. And a big man, I ain't go pay. And that big man, I even owe money, I owe you pass.
Well, I agree. I totally agree with you.
So just check the character of the entity, where they are working, and their benevolent mind. Are these people givers? Are they cheerful in nature?
Zion, the thing is this. Let's be realistic for once. Someone who has a track record of not owing experiences a downtime. You have used track record to judge. This person always pays as and when due. Okay, let's do business. This man did business. It's not like he used the money to go and smoke. He didn't use the money to go and drink. He didn't use the money to go and carry woman. For the livestock person, I don't know if it's the first time he has been dealing with him, but if you do business, I mean, I've heard you a couple of times say you do food business. You have suppliers now. It's not every time that you go and buy tomatoes that you go with cash. Sometimes you send them, go and bring one basket of tomatoes, and then they make an invoice, you pay, they remit, they know you. So anytime you even say, give me one basket of tomatoes, they are willing to give you the basket of tomatoes because they know by the time you finish using it to cook stew, jollof rice in your restaurant, you will pay, right? But then again, it probably did not happen like that for you this time. And then you're saddled with that debt. They, on the other hand, are looking at you as integrity somebody. You, on the other hand, are facing a crisis that is making it impossible for you to pay. Yes.
You see this period, businesses are going through down times. Do you know that, like you narrated, those people...
Oh, the network has happened again. Okay, there's a call screener on standby to check your calls first before passing you on to me in the studio. So when you do call, do know that the first voice you would hear will not be my voice, but that of the call screener. Now, let me give you an example that is quite relatable. You see the period of this protest the 10 days protest that began on the 1st of August and ended on the 10th of August, there were a lot of events scheduled to happen that period that were postponed, even in Rivers State. Now, for some people who were supposed to do business or partner with the said individuals, they invested money, whether as vendors, whether as partners. They invested money to do business with the hope that by the time the event is over, they will get their return on investment in terms of profit, in terms of, you know how it is. But then the event did not happen between when it was supposed to happen. Some people even went as far as taking loans to finance their businesses for some of these events. Whether it's a comedy show, whether it's a festival or whatever it is. Now, they had done their projections and their calculations based on the time the event was supposed to happen, knowing fully well that they will pay. So they may have said, okay, I'll pay you by 2nd week of August, or by 3rd week of August, or by 4th week, by the end of August. Because by then, event is over, they will do their math, they will calculate, they cash out. It did not happen. Some of those events are left pending. Some of those events will happen much later. But you see, the time they took the loan and when they said they were to pay, they would at some point default. Does it make them not people of integrity, or their businesses not integrity businesses? No, it just happened. So when it does happen like that, what is the best way to handle it? James from Umaru, welcome to the sunny side. Hello, James.
Good afternoon. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, James. Go ahead.
All right. My name is James Shah. I'm enjoying the topic, actually. But me, I think that the problem is not from the lender of the money, Shah. Because before you lend anybody money, you have to know the person capability of paying that.
Yeah, point taken. We are focusing on the people with the debt burden. In this case, the debtor.
Yes, like me now, if I want to lend somebody money, I also know your background, know what you do for a living, know many things about you. And I won't lend above what I can bear because sudden events might happen. Understand? I'm not a company. I'm talking about human being lending to follow human being. But if it's a company, company can lend you higher money. But for me, if I want to lend someone money, I'll lend you what I can bear. Even though it's not paid back, at least this amount of money I'm lending to you, I can bear it.
Okay.
I can't go extra mile of saying,
what if it's not money? What if it is your goods?
Actually, in business, they have loss, gain, they have things you cannot recover.
Okay.
So, hello?
Yeah, I heard you, James. Thank you for calling. Kurt from Uniport, welcome to the sunny side.
Yeah, welcome, my sister. This the borrowing of a thing is a commandment that we, some of us who are Christians, that Christ commanded us that we should not turn away from whosoever that come to borrow from us. We should give. And if we give, we should not be this 2 by 2. You must pay me. I give you 1 million. You must bring 1 million back. I saw a case like that. My friend borrowed somebody money. The person that borrowed the money wanted to pay. But the issue here, the person that borrowed his money say, he must give me all I give you at once because I give you at once. And this fellow cannot cover that money in a bank the way they give to him. And that fellow says, over my dead body, I will not collect it by deed. I will handle this tomorrow. Up to now, that have not been paid. Because the fellow say, I cannot pay this money in a bank. Please help me. Take by bid by bid. I'll be able to do it.
That's the leniency we are talking about. How lenient are creditors? Knowing the situation of things. For this person that has come to explain that this is my situation, why are creditors not, some form of compromise at least? Not writing it off completely, but meeting at some point to see that you don't lose the money entirely because this person has proposed this and you said no. And there's no other way. What if the person runs away? What if the person say, I will kill myself? Will you get the money?
The person have run away right now as I'm speaking with you.
Oh my
That is the problem many of us are facing. Many people will decide, let me go and kill myself. Because it will make it difficult for them. Especially it will come the way you borrow that person money. It's a money that, consider that this money is lost.
Okay. Richard from LMA. After Richard, I'll read some messages. Hi, Richard. Go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, Didi.
Good afternoon, Richard. How are you doing today?
Okay, I'm fine. How
All right.
talk now?
Work is great. Talk to me.
Okay, I just want to say something about this depth of a thing. It's a serious issue, but I'll use myself for an example. There was a time I was down. I was financially down. Oh my God, nothing got me. Okay, I just want to say something about this depth of a thing. I tried something. It's a serious issue, but I requested. I actually went to one of my members in church like that, and I asked her, I pleaded with her, if she can assist me with at least 10,000 naira. I want to start up something. She said, okay, no problem. She gave me that 10,000 naira. I actually started the stuff, but it wasn't working out the way I expected. That 10,000 naira, I said I would give it to her next month, that's a month's time. That 10,000 naira, it took me close to 6 months. Was I making money? Yes. But there wasn't that room to pay. But the one thing I did is that as often, almost every week, I always remind her, please, I will pay your money. Bear with me. I always keep in touch. So I say, no problem. When I paid the money, it got to the point that she almost forgot about the money. But I paid her the money, and I was thanking her. There's one statement she said. She said that, of a truth, now she knows that I have the art of giving. Now, it's not about people giving the money, but the person you give the money.
True.
There are people that even if they have that money, they cannot pay you back.
They cannot pay you back.
They cannot pay you back. An ungrateful person is an ungrateful person, no matter how small.
Okay.
So, the issue is, what is me as a person?
And the network strikes again. Honor Randy says nobody deliberately owes. Sometimes it is circumstances that make debtors act as if they don't want to pay. Everybody owes with a clear intention of paying back, but it's not always as we hope for it, so you cannot decide it as well. Good afternoon, President. Good afternoon. I've seen somebody who deliberately owes. The person runs a business, gets supplies from suppliers. It's time to pay. Profit is being made from the business. You have sold that product. Pay now is a problem. I'm telling you that some people are, and they try to create a bad name for the brand. So now some of these suppliers do not want to supply to that particular brand again because of their track record. They can even tell, oh, you want to supply frozen chicken to that restaurant? I'm gonna pay. If you want to supply, you look at it like, you're going to be supplying chicken worth 10 million naira. But will your 10 million naira come to you at once? Will it come to you in installments? Would you even see the money at the end of the day? So you had products. You're expecting 10 million that may come or may never come. Cliff Austin Roddy says, how you will determine that is when the person in question doesn't answer your calls, always filled with silly excuses, someone who wants to pay but doesn't have funds. You will know the person will be paying small. You will see the effort. And P. Samuel says some would even abuse you on top of your money. Stanley Felix says the debtor should be given more time to pay back the loan. Comrade David Jr. says, currently I'm owing Easy Money 6K. They have been disturbing my line since yesterday. I can't pay because I don't have the money now to refund the loan. My brother, try and pay. Try and pay. Let me go through some of your WhatsApp messages before we go. Or maybe we should go on the break and then I'll come back and read the WhatsApp messages. It's still the sunny side on Nigeria Info, and today we're talking debt burden. We're trying to answer questions around genuineness when it comes to individuals or businesses' willingness to pay back loans or credits.
Stay with us. Nigeria Info.